everyone, Namaskar. Very warm welcome to all of you to my channel Senses. I hope everyone's okay, taking care of themselves as well. So आज I'm going to make an amazing trending showstopper cake. It's not a normal cake, it's going to be made Eggless Rasmalai Cake. Yes, it is eggless, so completely can be eaten with anyone who doesn't like eggs in their cakes basically. So rasmalai क्या होती है? Rasmalai हम सबको पता है, but just to repeat it again, rasmalai is an Indian dessert which is very spongy like a cottage cheese, which is dunked into a very nice sweetened condensed milk or just normal milk, lots of saffron, lots of cardamom powder. Really simple cake. I will show you step by step and you can make it absolutely in your house at your comfort at any occasion. So without any delay, शुरू करते हैं Eggless Rasmalai Cake. The ingredients you'll need for the Eggless Rasmalai Cake are these, literally these, easily available at home. So you need some curd or yogurt, it can be homemade or market one, doesn't matter. You'll need some castor sugar, some milk which will warm it a little bit. You'll need some oil and some maida. Now here you can also go for the whole wheat flour. I always use whole wheat flour, so this time I thought I'll use the maida instead, which is the self-raising flour. And for the other bits, you'll need some saffron strands, some cardamom powder, some yellow food color, completely optional if you want to or not. Then you need some baking soda, baking powder, and some kewra essence, which is the rose water essence. For the icing, which we'll do later, some room temperature butter and some icing sugar. So let's get started. Okay, first and foremost, I have warmed my milk a little bit in microwave. In this, we're going to add some saffron strands and some cardamom powder. Give it a gentle stir. This is to ensure that all the flavors of rasmalai get into it. And you just leave it aside for a few minutes. Okay, so our infused milk is ready. You can even add just a drop of your yellow food color, completely optional, just to give that lovely yellow rich rasmalai color, and just leave it on the side. Okay, next we're going to add all our yogurt into a bowl. Into this goes the baking soda. Now, as soon as you put the baking soda, you can see the yogurt going really nice and fluffy and bubbly, and that is what will make your cake really lovely and soft. There we are. If you can see the texture, your dahi has gone really nice and foamy. That's what we want. Lovely. Set this aside. In a separate bowl, we're going to take some sugar and oil into it. Whisk it well. Okay, I've given it a nice stir. In this goes our kewra essence or the rose water. Also the baking powder. Give it a good stir. And in this goes our fluffy, lovely yogurt. So all our wet ingredients are ready. I'm going to start preheating my oven before I add the maida into it. So let's go and start our oven. Okay, so my oven is getting preheated. I'm going to add my dry ingredient, which is the maida or the self-raising flour, in a sieve.
This is so good.
but let it go in the oven first. Okay, so I've lined my cake tin with a bit of oil all around, and also make sure obviously you grease it properly. I've also added a bit of parchment paper or baking paper or grease-proof paper, and my cake batter goes in there. Okay, so this is all ready. It's gonna go in the preheated oven for around 25 to 30 minutes on 180 to 190 degrees centigrade. So let's get it in the oven now. Okay, so now I'm gonna teach you how to make the perfect icing for any cake. Now today we're gonna make it for rasmalai cake, but you can make it for any cake. So for this icing, you will need some room temperature butter, which I had taken out in the morning. It's gone nice and soft, just I wanted, but not too melted. So this is my butter. Now this butter, we're gonna beat it with a machine for about 5 minutes. You will probably think that nothing is happening as you're beating it, but you have to be really patient and keep beating the butter up to about 5 minutes, and it will become really light, fluffy, and you can see real peaks standing out. So let's begin beating it up. Okay, it's been 5 minutes since I've been beating my butter. Now this butter, I forgot to mention, was salted. I like a bit of salt in my butter, so I've used this salted, but you can use unsalted as well. Next, we're going to add this icing sugar. This is 3 cups icing sugar. Do not add it all together, just add in some batches. So let's go. Now this is also a good point to think about how your texture is. Now I think my texture is actually okay, but just a half teaspoon of milk would be also good. So I'm going to just add half teaspoon of milk. And this is a good time also to add any of the essence or food color that you want to add. So I'm going to add my food color now. So adding milk just gives you that good texture that you want for your cake. It can be half a teaspoon or it can be 1 tablespoon. Completely up to you how you want your cake. I think my texture is quite nice. I'm quite happy with it. And that's it. We'll wait for the cake now to come out of the oven. Okay, our lovely, very tasty icing is ready for the rasmalai. Just to let you know, this icing can last in your fridge for up to 3 weeks. Or you can also keep it in the freezer for up to 3 months and use it whenever you need. Just bring it at the normal room temperature and use icing on your cupcakes or cakes. So yeah, we'll wait till our cake is ready now. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, the most awaited and lovely rasmalai cake is all nice and ready. Please make sure you cool it down completely before taking it out. And then do decorate it the way you like it. We are going to decorate today with some lovely fresh cream that we prepared. See you in a bit. Okay, so the cake has cooled down completely. Let's take it off. Just flip it, or you can also use just butter knife to take out the edges. And voila! Ta-da! Guess what? The greaseproof paper also was sticking just there. Make sure you're letting the cake very, very much cool down. Only then we're going to slice it in the middle and start decorating it. Okay, so the cake has cooled down. I'm going to cut it into half, which I've already done. Remove the top bit layer. And it's always a good idea to make it upside down. So because when you do your icing, it will always be on smooth side on the top. So now a trick to make it more delicious. So this is my rasmalai that I made. You can make it at home or use the ready-made one. We're going to use just a splash of this milk, beautiful milk that the rasmalai has, on this. Lovely. Next, we're going to use our cream that we made.